Have you ever tossed your kitchen scraps into the trash and thought nothing of it? What if I told you that those same scraps hold the power to transform your soil, boost your plant's growth, and save you money on fertilizers, all at the same time? Every day, valuable nutrients are slipping through our fingers, ending up in the landfill when they could be feeding the very ground that feeds us. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to take those leftovers and turn them into a natural fertilizer that your garden will thrive on. And trust me, once you see the difference in your soil, you'll never look at vegetable scraps the same way again. Let's start with what actually makes vegetable scraps so valuable. Scraps like carrot tops, potato peels, onion skins, and leafy greens are packed with nutrients that plants crave: nitrogen, potassium, calcium, and trace minerals. Instead of letting these nutrients rot away in a landfill, you can recycle them directly into your soil. The key is knowing how to break them down properly so that they become a resource instead of a waste. The simplest and most effective method is traditional composting. When you add scraps to a compost pile or bin, microbes begin breaking them down into a rich, dark material called humus. This isn't just about feeding plants, it's about building healthy soil structure. Compost improves drainage in clay soils, adds water-holding capacity to sandy soils, and supports the beneficial life in your soil that plants depend on. But here's something most gardeners overlook: balance. For scraps to decompose efficiently, they need to be mixed with carbon-rich materials like dried leaves, straw, or shredded paper. Without that balance, your pile might smell or break down unevenly. Now, if you don't have the space or patience for a compost pile, there's another method: trench composting. It's as simple as digging a hole right in your garden bed, adding your kitchen scraps, and covering them with soil. Over a few weeks, earthworms and microbes will do the work for you, breaking down the scraps directly in place. This method not only feeds your soil but also attracts worms to the exact spot where your plants will grow, and more worms means healthier, looser soil. Another option worth considering is vermicomposting, using red wigglers to turn your scraps into worm castings, which many gardeners call black gold. Worm castings are one of the most nutrient-dense fertilizers you can add to your soil, and they also contain beneficial microbes that help plants absorb nutrients more effectively. It's a bit more of an upfront setup, but once your worms are thriving, they'll work around the clock, producing an incredible natural fertilizer. The best part is that all of this is free. Instead of buying expensive synthetic fertilizers, you're turning what would be waste into a continuous source of soil-building nutrients. And when you think about it, that's the way nature has always worked. Nothing is wasted, everything is cycled back into the earth. So before you throw away those scraps tonight, stop and think about the garden you're really feeding. Take one of these methods and put it into practice this week, and I guarantee you'll see the results in your soil and your harvest. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel and share this with a fellow gardener who could use the tip. Together we can build healthier soil and stronger gardens, one scrap at a time.